Hi guys, welcome back to the Funky Evolution Party. I'm Alice Green, and today it's 32 degrees in London and I'm sitting in the green for a few reasons. So I've been wondering why simple things are quite difficult to get moving. So the fairies have thrown me in the deep end, and during that process it's like, this game sucks, so let's change the game. Let's be game changers, shakers, movers. Walking past, and then it's like bindweed, and I'm like, oh my god, knock knock, do you mind if I just attack this bindweed? And just like, we ripped it off together. I just think, oh god, it's like people in your life that are just strangling you to death. Like, you could be quite beautiful, I'm sure, but like, it was completely twisted, and that's just some stories as well. Like, think about the way society has been moving. Nothing's changing, and so what I've done is I thought, fuck you all. The only way I can arm myself against idiots is with knowledge. So I've gone and done signed up for like 20 proper diplomas and like assessments and everything, and I was like, la 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 la, landscape architect, like forestry and change management, which I believe the entire world needs to understand. So the reason things don't change is because people are very scared of change. Like, the first module was, I was laughing. Oh, resistance, anger, and like attacking, and like malicious gossip, and I'm just like, fuck. Like, it's like Lego. It's a formula. If you don't put it together right, then it's like, all right, that doesn't work. But if you're like, okay, change management, this is how we're going to do it. Who's on board? Who's not? And when people are not, it's actually quite difficult to cut through the bullshit. So yesterday, I went and I decided to pull out, go check on. So about 3 months ago, I went and dug out like this ancient nettle, and I just spread my seeds like a boy, and I walked away, and I hadn't really been back, and it was covered in again, bindweed and sticky weed, and I just got in there and I attacked it in a dress and came out unscathed. And it's like, I really now will take on anyone and anything. Like, go fuck yourselves. Knowledge is power, and that's how we succeed in life. And if you want to change the game, then learn some new tricks. So I've started sketching, and I'm really not a sketcher. I'm really boisterous, but I've tried, and that's the first step, is like getting things and just trying. And amazingly, Confessions of a Shopaholic, I have already, maybe I've had them for years, different pens and pencils that once upon a time ago I thought, oh, that would be a good idea. But instead of ideas just floating around, it's time to start putting them all into action. And the first step really is change management. Maybe what I should do is actually do a workshop, like a free change management workshop for everybody, because if you're going to be a game changer and you want to be a badass and you want to actually do something worthwhile, because at the minute we're all just like spinning, same tale, same bullshit, same nonsense, next, flicked. We get really jaded, and like, I'm right next to my mates are just on the other side at the zoo. And if you really want things to change, because that's a conservation site, and like, water hogs don't have water, and the water rat doesn't have water, and like, because it's conservation, they can't do anything about it, and it's really expensive to repair, so they don't repair it. And it's like, well, what the fuck? So the water hog hasn't got any water. Really? That's just bullshit. And the water rat hasn't got water, and then we expect that we as people can just keep taking from this planet and putting animals in cages, and we're in our own cages. Like, mine's a jungle. I love it. But I've created that, and that is, again, my trash is my treasure, and looking at my resources rather than just throwing them away and like, oh, just throw another resource away. Oh, let's just ship it to another country. That's not how it goes. What we have to do is take ownership of our green spaces. So I've done town planning, child psychology. Like, I've really gone out there, because it starts with, it's a generational gap, and if we go, okay, it's going to take 20 years to change, but if we don't start today, then it's not going to happen. So just putting it out there. If you feel that at some point you're getting attacked and you don't know how to do it, look at what resources you have on your doorstep and the knowledge, because I just went, fuck it, what am I going to study? And it's all there, and I've done all of it, so it's not like it's all brand new. It's like, oh, this is my life. Welcome to change management on a daily basis. And yeah, I just want everybody to really think, because I've been trying to like scream and shout for 2 years, this whole love evolution plan. I think it's about 2 years now that I flipped out, and I can't understand why no one is fighting for love. I don't understand why realistically it's a game changer, food, fashion, humor and music, and rather than just like, oh, pretend and like just ignore it and like it's not real, actually it's, are you enjoying the direction that we're going in? Like, the government is doing a very good job. They're doing what they want, which is to control us, which is to keep us separated, which is to fuck up our psychology. And it's not biology, it's psychology that makes us different. Even at the zoo, it's like, go wild, like, rah, you know, my little otters and, you know, the meerkats. And I got mates there. And all the fucking snakes that live in the city. Zombie shotguns, and I'm not shy to call you out when I think that you're accountable. The word accountability has made me very, very, very unpopular. But luckily, you know, I've got nature and some green spaces that I'm really just gonna, like, why not? Why can't I go and dig out the weeds and save the trees who are like strangling? I'm like, well, you know, the tree can't yell out, help me, although as it was, I was like, and let's look more on our environments. I got really upset when the woman put her bike up against the flowers and like some stupid tart just puts all a bag and her things on the crawlers, and it's like, would you like me to come and put something on your head? You know, like, there's a whole bench there with nothing on it, like a whole wall space. Why can't you just be conscious and aware and like consider that life is all around you, and you're sitting there like crying about your life? Like, fuck off. Like, look around you. It's buzzing, it's heaving, it's different, it's biodiverse, and we are fucking boring. So please, let's change the game. Please like, share, subscribe, and get the message out there. Have a great weekend.